Alright guys, Joe from the Moda Booth. I've been getting some questions about the Selfie Sharing Booth, which is the iPad ring light booth, and your software options. So basically there's quite a few apps that you could use. We're not a software company, but we do recommend Curator. Curator is really easy to use, stable software. I mean, that's what we use. We actually give you guys a promo code that gets you 1 free month, and then also gets you a discount. So anyway, so you go to curatorlive.com, okay, and then you just log in. I'm already logged in. We'll go in there. I'll show you kind of like how to put together an event. But basically, the first thing you're going to want to do is sign up. And then after you sign up, go down here to subscriptions, which you're going to kind of go up here to the right, scroll down, subscriptions. So basically you're going to pick your plan. Our code works with either one of these plans. The Event Pro is probably one of the more popular ones. And then when you're going to come down here, what it's going to do is this manufacturer ID. You don't want to put in Moda 1. So it's Moda 1, all lowercase, Moda 1, then hit submit. That's the code. That's going to bring like the 149 plan. I believe it brings it down like 130. And then you get a discount on all the other ones as well. The Event Pro is good if you're doing a lot of events, but you get 1 free month also. Alright, so I'm just kind of show you like the way the events work is once you set up the first event, you can kind of like duplicate it if it's something you're going to be doing very often. You're going to want to go to the App Store and get Pixbooth 2. That's the name of the actual app. Curator is the name of the platform. Curatorlive.com is the website. Again, App Store Pixbooth 2, right? So you want to create an event. It's actually really, really easy. So go ahead, call it what you want. Pick your time zone down here. This is going to be like, obviously where you live. If you're like shipping these things or traveling, you can pick it whatever you want. I don't even know where is the U.S. Whatever. Anyway, pick where you are. Continue. So then it makes your event. So then basically this is going to be like an event-wide overlay. Okay, so what you could do is depending on how you want to do it, so you can kind of like make an overlay, and this is going to go over every picture. So you can make it on your own. I'll upload some like samples onto the group. Basically you hit upload and just drag it. So this is what is going to be either printed if you're printing, emailed. This overlay is going to go over the whole thing, right? So this is the look here graphic, self-explanatory. This comes up, and then these are your experiences. So your experiences mean like what is happening. Is it a a green screen? Is it just a photo? So let's do photo, or let's do like single photo. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to use a front facing camera. We want the full frame. Image is up to you. Large, print. I like large. We don't print with our booths. You could if you're interested in their their print server, their print engine. Contact James and those guys over there at Curator. But the way we do it, we only print from our DSLR booth. So I like the image size onto large. If you want to allow printing, there you go. I would leave this alone. So I wouldn't do any of these for the actual single photo. I'm only telling you guys the way we do it. You can do whatever you want, but I'm just getting a lot of questions as far as like, how Curator works. Okay, so this is one experience. So we will add another experience. We're gonna do 4, right? So now let's call this one props. Okay, so again, we're going to keep all this the same. The only difference is we're going to select some props. So basically the props are like virtual props that pop up. They're actually kind of cool. I think they're like some of the more fun kind of features. So basically what's going to happen is you just select the ones you want, and current prop selectors, and those are the ones that are going to show up while you're using the booth. All right. So now to add another experience, so you click that. So let's say you want to do a GIF. Call it like a 3-shot GIF, whatever you want to call it. So basically for this image display, you're going to want to hit GIF. Okay, it's going to ask you how many frames. I'm going to do 3. You can do whatever you want. I would leave this to medium. Most of the stuff is pretty much like set up for you guys, and then you can experiment. But this is like just showing you a very, very basic and how easy it is, right? So now we're going to do 4 experience. So you're going to add an experience. So all right, so we'll do a boomerang. So that means you're going to want to click image display, boomerang. 10 or 15, we'll keep it at 10. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so look, we have 4 experiences. So now we hit continue. So basically it just walks you through it. So now you're going to have an attract screen. That's if you want like a video playing prior to the booth starting. So that's up to you. If you want that, you just kind of go through. So one of the things you're going to want to keep in mind is if you're going to be doing vertical or horizontal, because the Selfie Sharing Booth could do both. So this one we were doing horizontal. I mean the way the iPad is set up onto the booth. So that's going to make a difference because the attract screen, the image overlay, everything is going to have to be the same. So if it's vertical, you got to make everything vertical. So here's a vertical one. So you click on there. It's pretty cool. You're going to see this displayed on your iPad. Then the guest is just going to touch it, and then you're going to see the experience buttons, right? So as far as the screen goes, what this is, this is based on what the screen looks like. Okay, right? So here's one. We'll actually post this on the group. We made this. This is for a wine fest. So we'll post it on the group. We'll just take out Jersey City, wine fest, use whatever you want. So this is once they click up here, they're going to go onto this screen, right? And then what you're going to want to do, and this is getting ready and countdown. I would just keep it 3. That's basically, it's going to be a second before the countdown starts, and it's going to count down to 3. Okay, so this is your track screen. And then we're going to go, oh, actually, sorry. We're going to want to do some experience buttons. So let's go back. So let's add the buttons. All right. Sorry, I forgot to do that. So you're going to want to do this. Use experience buttons. Okay. All right. My internet connection is a little slow. Okay, so here are the buttons. All right. So there you go. Okay. So we have these wine buttons that we made, right? So what you could do, so photo, click on the button you want to use, and then click on the experience. So there you go. When people touch that, it's going to be for the single photo experience, okay? So props. Okay, so click props. So you click the button that you want to use first, and then you click the experience you want to associate it with. So there's your props. So we get the 3-shot GIF. Hit the GIF button over here. You click that. And the last experience is the boomerang. So click the boomerang. There you go. And then upload it when you want to upload the buttons and all that sort of stuff. All right, so basically, this attract screen is going to be playing when nobody's using it to attract it. That's why it's called the attract screen, right? Makes sense. And then you're going to have these experience buttons that are going to be for the different experiences. All right, so now this is kind of giving you a preview, right? So over here, delivery method, email, attach MP4 to emails. I think that's a good one. That's for the boomerang. That's if you wanted to text. So here's like a tip. It depends on like the client. If it's a party, I would do like email and text. If it's for a client that's paying you to gather emails, well, you need to talk to the actual client. A lot of our clients just want emails as far as the data collection, more kind of corporate clients, stuff like that. But some of them want both. Some of them actually prefer text. So this is just telling, what's going to come up, what are going to be the options that they're going to have, right? So printing, I turn printing off. Okay, track screen. This is what I'm saying. There's going to be a picture, and then there's going to be this overlay that's going to go over every photo, okay? Data capture, I believe this is only for the higher up plans. I don't know if that's changed or not. Might be for everything now, I'm not sure. So this is your sharing page. Basically, you can click on these pre-made pages over here. Now the banner is something here where you can actually upload your own banner. And we'll upload some of this stuff in the group, right? So here you go. You got the Wine Fest, okay? So you can basically download these little kind of banners that I made. I'm just going to put like one set in the group for now. And you can use them as a template when you design different ones. So this is going to be like what is emailed, what the email is going to look when it's sent to your guests, right? So this is enabling social media. This is what, up to you, right? And then this is basically all sharing, sharing language. So basically you can go crazy with this stuff and really, really customize it. I mean, that's the power of Curator. But it's also like very simple. So basically this is set up. So the next thing you would do is you would download Pixbooth onto your iPad, and then you would download the event. So you would see this event ID. You would actually see the name of it, and you run it. That's it, guys. Curator is really simple. Again, you can use whatever you want.